Good afternoon, everyone. Again, this is Dr. Farooq from ER Skill Lab. Well, we all have stories in our clinical practice. As a doctor, we manage patient every day. We learn from the patient. We learn from the doctors. Okay? So, anyone, if you have an interesting story to tell, you can email me or you can post it on EMBD site. Okay? This is what you get. This is the prize. I'm gonna give it to you in person next time in Bangladesh if you have an interesting story. All right. So let me give you my story. Okay. So the story of a big fight. Okay, because I noticed this error in emergency medicine for a long time. People giving the wrong amount, wrong dilution of adrenaline, and you always hear during cardiac arrest, oh, give 4 Adrin, 4 Atropine, give 2 Adrin, 2 Atropine. None of these are right. Okay, there is no evidence for it. And also you give the wrong dilution. What happens is I actually ended up writing an email to the hospital authority that there is a error. There's a big error, mistake is being practiced by cardiologists and intensivists. The next day I was being called upstairs to one of the office by one of the intensivists who was really angry at me and was telling me like for 10 minutes that I was wrong. And at the end of conversation, because I was just an junior doctor at the time, EMO, and at the end of conversation, 10 minutes, and she also mentioned that she had been trained in UK for 1 year anyway. I just told her that it's a shame for me that even as a junior doctor, I'm teaching the dose of adrenaline to a cardiac specialist. And I told her, please come back to me if you have an evidence. Within next week, I was even called to a big room, like a hall, with like 50, like a lot of doctors, like cardiologists, consultants, intensivists, specialists, everyone. And I'm only one on stage. And there was a 1 hour long argument. Okay. At the end, they didn't actually show me any evidence, and there was a lot of resistance that I could be wrong, even though I was telling them my evidence is from American Heart Association or UK Resuscitation Council. So the chief cardiologist said to me that Dr. Farooq is preferable, and that's the end of the meeting. So this is really interesting to me. I learned that even as a junior doctor, I could be right. In a room full of consultant and specialists, I tend to be more right, and agreed by the chief cardiologist. I still don't know if the practice changed, but the practice should change now in your hospital if you're listening to this video. Okay? Do no harm. Wrong dose of drugs may harm the patient who is already in cardiac arrest. You cannot do harm. And tell the truth. If you have the evidence, you need to tell it to the cardiologist, specialist, consultants who is running the show. Okay? This is my story. So what is your story? I'm just waiting to hear from your story. This is for you waiting until I see you next. Thank you.